I don't know. I think it was this one. I can't remember. I think this is the only one I've got of yours.
If I don't reply,
Yeah, it's
just
called Love to...
dot me because I've not seen it.
Yeah, I think it's called Love to Death. I think it's on Channel 4. Yeah.
Oh,
And
perfect.
he's in his wheelchair, and he's in his wheelchair. But his mum got done for it. I think she got done for it in 2010. I think. So if you want to look into that, I don't know. Just thought I'd tell you.
You recommended the other one to me, didn't you? The mum and daughter who was scamming.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yes, that was so good. I watched that. Do you think the mum like off the daughter?
I think, I don't know really. I think so. Yeah.
Because obviously,
I don't know.
when the scam got exposed, then all of a sudden, like within 6 months, Meg was dead. And then I don't know. I just found that so weird. Very suspicious. But we'll never know, will we?
No, because she had the same as Gypsy Mum or something, didn't she? By proxy or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they think so, but the mum's done a runner, hasn't she? So I don't think she's been diagnosed with anything. But I think that's one situation where we can say it's probably true.
Yeah, because I've been watching the TikTok to see if you come on. As soon as you come on, I was like, oh, let me quickly tell you about this program. I was like, I wonder if you'll be interested in that.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. Okay, then. Thanks for letting me up.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
And you too. Bye. Bye. Cheerio. Bye.
You can come up, Coco. Okay, so we're going live to re-listen to a live from yesterday because I wanted to listen to it, but I didn't want to listen alone. So you're going to keep me company.
Oh, you got me. Good evening. Well, it's good afternoon, good evening. I don't know. It's 5 o'clock,
I got
right?
you, babe. I got you, babe. How's everyone doing? Are you all having a good day?
So far, so good. Just trying to get cleaned up. This Clancy Charles got me behind on my stuff today. So.
See what day of the trial I'm on. Don't judge me. Day 4.
Oh, I need to go back because there's some stuff I missed. I haven't heard Rosemary, the girl the lady that's on her side, Rosemary I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she gets to ask totally separate questions about malpractice. So I'm like kind of excited about that. I need to watch that.
Nice. Hey, Linz. Yeah, I'm just like going back. So if I've been a bit ignorant in messages, I'm sorry. I'm waking up and putting that on the background whilst I'm cleaning. But the live we're going to listen to from last night is Casey May, because allegedly she thinks we're being too hard on Ryan. And I definitely wanted to hear that from her before I speak on it or make any judgment. Let's listen to what she has to say. It's an hour and a half long, but I'm going to 2 times speed it because, we want to get through it. I'm screenshotting that comment now so I can watch it later. Thank you. All right, I'm going to press play. If you want me to pause, just yell. 2 more days till Alicia's birthday.
Little baby. Hello, baby, it's so cute.
Oh, thank you. That was cute. I like that.
Milky, where are you? Milky.
Oh, it was on Morbid's live. Oh, thank you. Save me rewatching something I didn't need to. Hero. Is that on TikTok or YouTube? Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Oh, he was live on TikTok. Damn, that's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
The terminology mental disease or defect.
Okay, hello everybody. Yes, we are live, I believe. We are live, and I see Todd's in here. Happy Face Chihuahua. And I have a little bit of coffee left. What is going on, everybody? Good to see everyone. It's been a while, huh? Over here on TikTok, it's at least been a couple weeks. Week and a half, 2 weeks. a week and a half, I'd say. What's up, Erica? What's up, Real Bethany? Sarah? Mr. Kite?
He
Bubble.
said her name wrong. It's Erica.
Bubbles. Got my AirPods on, so it's a little weird. This is actually better because it's not as loud. My headsets on my YouTube live kind of gets loud sometimes. It hurts my ear or ears. What's up, Donnie's? Benny's in his house. Belinda.
Let's skip all this.
That just tells you Mimi's
Was it far into it? Gypsy Tail. Hey, Raven.
well, it's TikTok. I can't say it. I mean, I know the account you guys are talking about. You talking about the case studies account or something? Yeah. I think I did follow it, but
So this is people are alluding to that they think that account is Mimi.
but it's like again, I've probably said worse too on my live stream. So like everything I have to say, I always say it on my live.
It's Mimi or Case. It's one of the two. It's Mimi or Case. I almost am leaning more towards Case because he's such a cuck that he would orchestrate something to be able to create a scenario to point the finger at Morbid. But I can see him working behind the scenes with Mimi.
I'm sorry,
because when the whole time Case was on panel, that account was not messaging the person.
And I don't know. You know what? It could be Case because like I think he's done this before. From what I hear from the Aaron Carter verse, he like created these alt accounts to make him, I guess, get sympathy points from his people or something. I don't know.
Well, so the reason I think that the theory about it being Mimi is because if you remember when what is her name? Stacy? What is her account name?
Who's Stacy?
Are you talking about Dear What the Heck?
No. She's on here. She doesn't really get involved, but someone messaged her on her phone.
Oh, she should.
She said, there you go, as her passed away son, and said some awful things. The message that was sent to Dank's mom was in line with the same sort of cadence, in my opinion.
So like I uploaded the clip. I guess Case went live because
By that logic, anyone who had a troll page of Sarah could be accused of being a troll page, right?
people sent me like different live links. There's one of Coffee Queen, and then there was one.
Go on, Coco.
Saying, yep.
Yep.
I guess with Case going live by himself or with that Lex girl or something like that. And so I clipped up a part on this TikTok, on my TikTok account here. And, you know, it's about him. I mean, it's pretty like apparent that either he's jealous of the amount of money that's going to Jake's mom, or I don't know what's up his butt, but he's...
Do you know what's frustrating here is like these two, they have their personal issues. And we were all saying it in the chat yesterday, but it feels like they're just throwing Dank's name around as a tool to bat each other with and pointing the finger at one another. Oh, it's probably him. Oh, no, it's probably him. Just so public opinion swayed one way or another. And you're fucking fully grown men. Fathers at that. Like, really? Just bicker in your corner and leave Dank out of it. And I think the same about anyone who's got, hey, Trailblazer, I think if you are somebody who's got a proper axe to grind against Mimi, it's difficult because it's the same kind of theory, right? If you've got an axe against Mimi, then you're going to be quick to assume it's her because you already dislike her. You're going to have confirmation biased on because of your own opinion. And I just think if somebody's going to call anybody out for it, you probably need to not have personal beef with the person you're calling out, because otherwise it just feels distasteful to me. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Anybody want to say anything before I hit play? Okay.
I mean, this is him, though. You know, this is just who he is. He's a weirdo.
Thank you, Trailblazer. Hey, Pamela.
Cancel Ryan.
When he kept accusing you of being that other account, I asked, hey, proof? I was like, well, I said in the chat, proof. He proceeded to lay into me, promptly blocked me.
Hold on, sorry. Hold on, Aiden. Aiden thought he was going to come steal my phone. I found his old tablet last night and charged that for him. So he can't steal my iPhone anymore. Here you go, baby. It's already turned on, look. Hold on. Please pause for a temporary intermission.
So, how's everybody doing?
I'm all full of puppy love.
Oh, yeah, that's the best kind.
She's so cute. She's settling in so well. And she had a really good night as well. There was no mess when we woke up. She didn't like cry or whine to come upstairs, because obviously the kids, we thought it's probably just easier if we don't have her upstairs.
Good.
But she was so well behaved. She had my dressing gown on top of her dog bed, and she slept there all night. I woke up at 7 and took her out for a walk, and she had a wheeze. Anyway, back to these fools.
Yeah, they always unfairly throw dots in with me, so that's really unfair to her because like everything I'm doing is like everything I say and do. Like I pretty much say all the worst things I possibly could on my own live streams. I don't think I could even go, even though I'm a little bit held back.
I just don't see you making fake accounts to go troll people and say awful things.
Dude, I've been like pretty much AFK away from my
Yeah.
Discord, YouTube, and I definitely haven't
But
been.
wait, I thought Morbid was always watching.
For the last time we went live, whenever it was probably a week and a half ago or so, or a couple weeks.
I know I had a message. I was like, "Are you alive?"
Yeah, people were. They're like, "Hey, what's going on? Did you leave?" I'm like, "No, I just been really busy with like creating some other content for my other channels. So I've been editing the crap out of that, which is cool."
Exactly.
He started calling you Two Strike James, and I was like, well, I hope he didn't get Two Strike. What? Suspended for a week or something. He called you Two Strike James. Two Strike James. That's what he kept calling you. Okay, Two Strike. Saying you got 2 strikes against your account. On my account. And then you were gone for like a week, and we're like, oh, you know what? He's probably referring to the community post that I put up on him. Like, because I guess they'll always report anything, right? Like mass report. So I just took him down because like I thought it was pretty much over. Like what else is there more to post in my community post about? And I posted everything I possibly could, so I took it down. So unless he wants to back up, I'll put him back up. That's fine. They're such a nice post, though. No, I don't have any strikes on that account, and I don't have any strikes on any of my accounts. Well, he likes to spout a lot of crap and never show any proof or anything. Yeah, kind of what.
Just a quick pause. Morning, all fun and games. If anybody hasn't seen the call that came out last night or yesterday afternoon, maybe for you guys, check out Evil Ghosted on YouTube. He's posted it as a video, or you can watch his live. But Ryan should never teach again. He should not be allowed near any children ever again. I'm not gonna. It's bad, really bad. So just for awareness sake, if you've not already seen it, please do go watch it, share it out, and cancel Ryan Anderson for the love of God.
I always do it though. Again, like his live stream was pretty gross, like low key disgusting.
Yeah, of course I will, Linz. Do you want me to slow it down a bit now? I know some people don't necessarily like it too fast. It's a bit overwhelming, isn't it? Let's put it at 1.7.
And I hope those people see that in him. What he said about like Dinks, like basically saying it was a fake death and stuff, and they're scamming for the GoFundMe money or the money. It's just like, dude, he has no room to speak, especially with GoFundMe funds, because his GoFundMe was initially legitimate until the case got dismissed because Dear What the Heck never showed up to court, so it was dropped. So he didn't need the attorney fees. So why is he not returning the fees, the money, the $4,000 he got to the community? He's stuck in his pocket. And then he's going to turn around and question where the money is going for, Dink's funeral stuff and all that. None of his business. He wouldn't know how to fake a death, being truthy and all that.
Okay, so we're going to go to...
So what's going on, guys? Oh, Sheena is going to be...
6. Perfect. Don't you love the transcript?
It's fun. Morbid did that, okay, guys? So he's not a horrible guy like everybody thinks.
Don't blow his cover. Don't blow it.
No, I
don't want to blow his cover.
Those people know because I was on their side at one point, or at least friendly with them.
Last night, apparently it was said that we're being too hard on Ryan Anderson, so I'm just trying to listen to that part before I make judgment. Hey, John.
Hey, I'm not interrupting you, but Jay has been asking me what's going on about this right here, and I told her, I said, well, if Jessica comes on live, you know, you come over and watch it. So, do you, Lindsay, can somebody send him a DM because he wants to come over and listen? I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm so sorry, but
Oh no, that's
he wants to
fine.
hear all this.
Oh, I love joking around anyway, so
I
thank
know.
you.
Can somebody? Yeah, he's
I think
awesome.
I
Yeah,
just
send it to him.
seen him pop
Sent it
in.
to him, but I sent it to him, so maybe he'll get it.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'll let you come. I'll be in the chat.
All right. Love you, Jen.
Love you.
Hey Jay, hope you're doing good.
Other than that,
Hey
I've
Betty.
been laughing all week. Well, I haven't been listening to the phone calls, but I heard people discussing the phone calls about Ryan, and I was laughing.
Oh, well,
We'll just have a pause a second. Jay, have you heard any of the calls that have been put out over the last week? Do you have much of an idea of what Ryan said, what Gypsy said, all of that? Because we might need to backtrack a minute. So just in case you've been off in the land of the Clancy trial or, you know, trying to check out of all this. Hey, Rebecca. There was obviously prison phone calls been coming out, and in those calls are a lot between Ryan and Gypsy. So just the tip of the iceberg, they make a lot of animal noises and moaning down the phone. It's a lot of sexual stuff. It's really rather gross. But when you start picking through all of that, there's a phone call where they're talking about what they would and wouldn't do with each other, and have you ever, would you ever? And as this conversation goes backwards and forwards for about half an hour, Gypsy asks Ryan, is there anything your ex did that you would want me to do? And Ryan thinks about it for a minute and proceeds to ask, would you ever have sex with the kid in the room? And Gypsy's like, no, straight up no. Ryan goes on to tell a story. I don't know why he thought this would make it sound better, but he goes into detail. We all heard he did something with his ex's kid around or something like that. Well, we get the full story from Ryan, and trigger warning, it's so gross. He's laid on the sofa with this 5-year-old child, his ex's child, reading them a story, and his the girlfriend at the time, comes under the blanket and performs oral sex on him. As he's telling Gypsy, he's saying that like he got into it was a bit weird, but he got into it, and he held the book up and kept reading the story to the kid, and then he finished. Gypsy takes a minute to kind of take it in. Like, the longer goes by, the more disgusted she gets, and then he's like, baby, I didn't finish. He starts trying to backtrack and saying that he didn't finish. He stood up, he pulled his trousers up, like, and then in another version of that, he's still laid down and pulls his trousers and pants up. And just when you think that can't get any worse in terms of sexual stuff, he is on the phone to her, and she's having phone sex with him whilst he's in the classroom. On a phone call a week later, he's talking about how he cummed in his pants at work while she's on the phone. And this man works with children with special needs at this time. Whether the classroom was empty, you know, there's a chance of somebody walking by the window. We don't know whether the classroom was empty or not, but absolutely repulsive. So that's the sexual stuff. They are both a pair of racists, and racists of the worst kind, because they drop the N-word left, right and centre between them, but they're talking about the KKK and white hoods and burning crosses, and these black bitches are so noisy. You can tell. Becca Scoops did a really good video. If you want to listen, then there'd be the place to go to get it all together. It's a 50-minute video. I think it's her third one down on a page. They're both abhorrent. They're both abhorrent human beings. Absolutely disgusting. I don't even want to repeat half the stuff that got said. But Gypsy released a statement. She says that she's not that person anymore and she feels really bad. She apologizes to Mia and to Andre, although she knows that they don't have to accept it. She was saying things about Mia like, once you go black, you won't go back. And Ryan was saying, we don't want her back. Ryan was talking about not going to the public pool at his apartment because there was too many black people there. It's fucking disgusting. And this man wants to sit up on the internet, turn his comments off and cry and say how we're taking this out of context and these were private phone calls. We're snipping it up and putting it out there to make him look a type of way. Yeah. What more can you... Is there anything I've missed, Coco? I think that's pretty much it.
I think you're pretty much caught up there, yeah. You're good.
Yeah.
People are excusing this.
They are. That's what we're listening to at the minute. Apparently someone's about to say that they think we're being too hard on him. Which, yeah, as somebody said in the comments, he married him. She planned a baby with him. She had baby clothes in her wardrobe and she sent photos of Aurora to this man. And as much as she acted disgusting about his story, she was absolutely fine having oral sex with him whilst he's in a classroom, and by her own admittance was playing it up, being extra loud. The fuck is wrong with these people? Yeah, Jay, it's a lot. Yeah. I'm going to play so we can listen to where it's apparently excused.
Oh, about Ryan Anderson?
Just one of them, but they're attacking him pretty bad. I don't like that though.
Yeah, I get it. Like, he said a lot of things that are weird, you know, like, I don't understand, like, how, well, but it's not like it's criminal. Like, they're treating it like he's an actual pedophile, okay?
Okay.
And
I'm going to pause here and I'm going to justify why I think that man is a paedophile. On multiple of these calls, he's talking to Gypsy about playing the daddy game. They reference baby bottles and in Smek's play. He thinks it's appropriate and okay to have phone Smeks in a classroom full of his students. He was attracted to Gypsy Rose Blanchard looking like a whole child in a prison suit. He admits himself that her voice is his favourite thing. That childish Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse voice that she's got going on is his favourite thing about her. And what's that final thing? Oh yeah, you finished whilst a child was in your arms, you sick fuck. He is a PDF. Check that man's hard drive.
and they'll be up in arms about that, which is crazy because here's the thing. Like, again, you can't, I always say this, you can't like minimize those serious crimes, you know, and they just put a blanket over it saying, oh, the guy's a pedophile because he said something on a phone call.
5 years old that child was. You're telling me that, and I'm sorry, we've listened to Ryan. We've heard him. He's vocal. He's not quiet. And you're telling me that that child had no clue what was going on. Those sick fucks ruined bedtime stories for that child's entire life. Something so innocent and so pure, and how could anybody even think to turn that sexual? Hey, honey.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
A little elevated, but I'm good in general.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's see what else gets said. Is that it, or is there a bit more to listen to, John?
You know, like, but they're making it to the extreme. What he said was weird and creepy. You know, like
What he
I don't
did.
understand why he would have that sort of conversation.
Okay.
But like the way that they're treating it and spinning it too, that's not even like they're wrong on that point of twisting it in that sort of sick way, and they always do that. That's why I'm saying like Case has no like claim on this.
Hold on. Can we just run back the moment where Morbid said that Case assaults his own child? Did I dream that? Someone let me know. Did that actually happen? Right, okay, so I'm not losing my mind then.
Talking about this when, again, his wife actually married an actual real life, well-known chomo. And he actually, backed that up. He was like, he defended that. And so does his wife in Facebook posts and comment sections. She's been defending his actions when the guy, Kim Fowley, admitted to raping.
There's not a grown man out there, especially a father, who's going to tell me that they're not disgusted by what Ryan did, that would not take legal action against a teacher who was caught tugging on his wiener in a school. Not a parent alive wouldn't take action, unless, of course, they are that way inclined themselves.
Boys and girls, 12 years and up to 16. So
Yeah. No, you're
they're
right.
not
Because
up in arms about that.
I feel like Becca's doing the same thing. Like she had a whole 40-minute video about the racist comments, but what? Like it just didn't. I was like, you're racist too. What the fuck? Like I didn't understand. It just didn't sit right.
And I do think like I heard a couple of those clips of Ryan, the racist comments, and I guess the way he does say it, it's pretty casual. You know, it's not like I could see some jokiness to it, but not really because it comes out so easily. Does that make sense? Like in the flow of a conversation, like it shouldn't come out like that. Like if it's a joke, or if it's something.
Now that I'll fucking agree with. That shit flowed far too comfortably off Ryan and Gypsy's tongue to be a joke. That's ideology. That's their beliefs. That's the way they think and feel.
Thing you're aiming towards someone because they went at you, that's different. But him, it's like a real casual conversation, and it just comes out that word.
Joyful. This was Morbid's live last night on TikTok. It's available on Boston's YouTube for a replay. The part we're listening to starts at about 15 minutes in. Hey, Sleeping Beauty.
The N-word or whatever, So that is a little bit, that is definitely concerning there. Because then it really shows like, well, it might be inside of him a little bit, But like, I mean, humans are humans, right? Like, everybody has their bias, right? And so, but for that to come out that naturally, then it's definitely questionable and concerning. But again, it's not to persecute him. Like, I don't know. It's just like the way that they're handling it.
A bias to me is the way somebody chooses to dress or like dye their hair, or you might not be 100% on board with their style. You might be biased against that. You don't like it. This is straight out racism. You can't call it anything else.
This way is like attack that guy.
Sorry, has anybody got any comments before I hit play? Nope.
But then that's why I always say like, wow, it shows their hypocrisy because, they have this mission and goal to get justice. But what does that have to do with anything? Like, what does he have to do with anything? Like these prison phone calls have turned into let's go after Ryan Anderson type deal. So,
okay, you're You are the one who sits there and says how obsessed with Gypsy this community is. And for a tiny little moment, people are a little more focused on Ryan purely because he was the only one still on TikTok. He was the only one going live and trying to, like, I don't know what he was trying to do. People should be fucking going after Ryan right now. Everybody. How is it? Do you know what? Somebody said earlier, and if, like, I'm sure they'll say it themselves, but they are only doing this and defending Ryan because then they don't have to attack Gypsy. Because you're not telling me that if Morbid, when his children were younger, had got a phone call saying that a teacher had done anything inappropriate like that at school, I'm not buying that Morbid wouldn't have been doing everything in his power to get that teacher fired, to get the name out there. It's so crazy to me how any of this can even be attempted to be defended just for the sake of a fucking murderer. I don't think... Sorry, go ahead, honey.
No decent person can look the other way when it comes to something of this nature. It's like criminal for him to have done those things. Everything that he's done deserves attention. No one can look the other way. And for him to have a blind eye or say, like, we're picking on him, why would he even say such a thing? It makes no sense.
It doesn't. It really, really doesn't, aside from, he doesn't want to admit he was wrong about Gypsy. I don't know, maybe he's realising, shit, I fucking picked the wrong side and now I'm going to have to fucking sit on this fence. But that's a terrible look for you, Morbid. That's a terrible look for you, Casey. And I can't. I'm not hearing...
You can't justify his actions. Nothing of what he did was like, no, that is wrong. He was doing it in school, like kids. I wish to God that his superintendent or his principal or another teacher walked in and caught him. Like, that would have served him right. And then we'll see who's right here. No, it's wrong.
I have genuine concerns about that man's hard drive, and the frustrating thing is right now, if he is what I think he is, he's probably going to be like extra careful, so even if he is reported, they may not find anything, but I'm telling you, this man should be investigated. Fully investigated. It was always a little bit weird that they decided, Gypsy Rose was the woman for them. Behind bars, how she was when they started writing to her. Always sat a little uneasy with me. But this is, oh my God. And again, I've said it, but I'm going to say it again. If Ken is not packing Aurora's belongings, or they are not already fucking packed to get that child out of that house, I throw my hands up in the air. Because she sent photos of your baby to this man. Oh my God. Right?
And they overanalyze the sexual calls and stuff, and then you're like, okay, they're not that serious about real serious issues. I get why they do it, but...
Morbid, go fuck yourself. There's no overanalyzing that. It is what it was. Everybody was in absolute shock. Everyone needed to physically pick their fucking jaws up off the floor. There was no overanalyzing that. I didn't go into that call wanting to think Ryan was that way. And I'm sure most other people didn't. There's people in this community that have supported that man financially. Yeah, sure, we all wanted to discover that he's a giant PDF. You're right. And a racist to boot. We all wanted to hear that. Well done, Morbid. You got us.
And there's not a lot of me that feels this way, but part of me almost feels bad for him.
Me too. I felt
Hey,
that way
Judy.
too. But they played that.
You
They
feel
played that
bad for him.
butt plug one like 10 times, and I was like, why? Like, I don't even want to hear it once. Like, the fuck. And then like I've seen him live, and they were all in his chat, and I think he was crying at one point. But I'm like, I understand what he did was horrible, but like, I don't know if I'm an empath, but I'm like, dude, I don't want to be a part of that because
I know motherfucking empath.
Oh my god, that is the funniest shit I've heard this year.
I spit my coffee everywhere, Casey.
Jess, my phone did something weird. Can you like rewind it like 30 seconds?
Of course I can. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Give me a sec. Right, I think we're on about 20. Okay.
And then like I've seen him live,
Hey,
and they
Chanel.
were all in his chat, and I think he was crying at one point. But I'm like, I understand what he did was horrible, but like, I don't know if I'm an empath, but I'm like, dude, I don't want to be a part of that because if something were to happen, then I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, the sexual stuff and all that. Like,
There's something on the tip of my tongue. Do you know what? Fuck it. If he is the way that I think he is, one less in the world to worry about. Protect the children.
Shit, she said what she said. I'll say it too.
that's really wrong that they do that, especially when they claim that they don't do that kind of stuff. You know, it's weird.
See all those closets opened. Let's see what's in them.
And they'll continue to analyze and go through every single phone call. You know, and
Damn right.
I'm pretty sure there's quite a lot of them
Loads.
still left. So he is probably a little cooked right now as far as...
I did a quick Google to see if any celebrity figures ever actually bounced back from like extreme racism. Just to let you know, they don't. He's a bit beyond cooked. He's completely fucked, and so is Gypsy Rose, and rightfully so.
He's one of them barbecue pigs at the Hawaiian barbecue, man. In the ground cooked, bitch.
Trying to bounce back from this because, like, it seems like they're going after people that he battles. But I think, like...
Exactly. If big name celebrities who have backing from networks and all of that get cancelled for this kind of stuff. And by the way, a lot of the ones that I've looked into, it was nowhere near as bad as this. Nowhere near as bad as this. If they can't make a comeback, why does Ryan Anderson think staring off into space and trying to gaslight the fucking internet the way he tried to gaslight Gypsy Rose is going to save his ass? It's time to try find a real job, but guess what, boy? You ain't going to get one. Nobody's going to want to hire your ass.
I'm curious though, can like the school take action against him? Because I'm sure the statute of limitations isn't up.
I hope so. I genuinely hope so. And I hope every parent takes action, makes a call. I think anybody who's able to make a call should. When I heard that this morning, like the latest call that's been released, I was like, shit, I'm calling the fucking police, and I don't even live in America.
He needs to be in trouble. Also, and I don't mean to change the subject, but that one chick, I don't know who it was that just said, all those closets look so nice. Let's see what's in them. How creepy are y'all? Like, fuck.
Who said that, Coco?
Y'all just want to find something bad. Sorry.
What's up, Coco? What happened?
Did you hear me? Did you hear that girl said?
What girl?
That girl, she just said, I'm almost 100% sure she said, all those closets look so nice. Let's see what's in them. Like,
Girl, go ahead.
it's deep.
Mine's juicy. Mine is tea, I'm not gonna lie. I've asked Gypsy Toe if there's a situation, I've probably been through it and lived it. Like, you would have fun rifling through my closet.
Same
Sometimes I
here.
look back and I wonder how that was even me. But you know, enjoy.
Same here. Yeah.
I'm incredibly proud of how far I've come in life. You know, like, I'm not proud of the things I did or the person I was back then, but the fact that I turned around on that path and decided to walk back up the fucker and make a difference, that is incredibly hard. It's so easy to just keep going down that path and, like, you know, this isn't my fault, this happened to me. It's a hard thing to sit there and go, do you know what, I was a victim as a child, but I'm an adult now and I'm not going to victimize other people because of my pain, so I'm going to do better. So anybody who wants to try use anything against my past from me, good luck, because that made me the woman I am today. Suck a dick. Thank you.
Well, the way he's handling, from what I've seen, not good, because he's actually, I mean, he must be a little guilty or guilty of something, because he keeps on apologizing, you know, and he keeps on saying, I don't know, it's just like he's showing that he's guilty by doing that. Like, he said what he said. He was completely, yeah, I mean, if he was completely innocent, and he would just say, like, dude, you guys are totally out of context on that, and like, and I'm not apologizing for anything, because all of that's wrong, that you're the way you're doing it. But clearly he has held himself a little accountable, so there's some sort of wrongdoing there on his part, definitely.
No.
Word and kick.
No. I thought we were having a good time. Right. He's not taking accountability. He hasn't. He's tried to gaslight everybody. He's tried to shrink it and minimize it and make everybody else the bad guy. And say, I was 20 years old.
Yeah, like 20, 15 years old. He goes, and he doesn't just apologize. Gypsy Toe's right. Like, if he does say sorry, it's like, I'm sorry. It is what it is. It's not even fucking real. It's a fucking fake ass plastic apology.
That, I'm sorry if I offended you. Every single human being in their right mind should be offended by you, Ryan Anderson. Now we know what you are. You are wholly offending. I find you very offensive.
In an apology, there's no if or buts. Or how
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, if you say, like, well, if I did this, if I did that, it's almost as bad as a but, because it's like, if you're saying sorry, you're like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I try to be really careful about if I have to apologize for something, because I really don't want to use the word if, because if I fucked up in a situation, I know I did something bad. So I say, I apologize for, what I've said. I apologize that I offended you. You can't use ifs or buts. You're exactly right, Linz.
I'm going to sound like an arsehole here, but for me, you ladies know, an apology isn't a plaster for me. And, in a situation like this, you did what you did. You said what you said. There's no coming back. You are an abhorrent human being. You should never be allowed around children. You shouldn't be in any type of civilized society. And you can say sorry till the fucking cows come home, but that doesn't change the facts. You are what you are. And the same for Gypsy Rose as well.
Like, she said, like, and that's something I pointed out on her little freaking, her chat GPT Gemini apology. Like, she said, I'm sorry if the things I said were racist. What you mean if they were? She goes, if they were racist. Yes, they are racist. They were racist. They are racist currently. You dumbass.
we're gonna listen to Hattie's video where
Grab snack,
she
grab a tea, and
reads. Sorry, we're gonna listen to Hattie's video where she reads the apology, because to me, again, it just sounds a little bit like Ryan's apology, where it's just trying to gaslight everybody, mainly Mia and Andre, because she talks about how you don't have to accept my apology and you don't owe me that. That post was not for the general public. That was for her family, Mia and Andre, in my opinion. But I'll find it now and play it. If you've not watched it, make sure you go watch it and give it a like. Where is it? Give me a second. Okay. I think I've got it.
she's so fucking predictable. Anyway, let's take a look at what the little racist posted. So first, as you can see, the caption says, "I'm sorry." And then she goes on to say, "I want to directly address some of the old prison phone calls that have recently been shared online.
I'm sorry to do this. Again, it's all in the words. I'm sorry for some of the old prison phone calls. Bitch, nobody cares if they're old or not. Throwing that in there is just another way to minimize what you fucking said. Sorry, I will not do that again. I'll save my thoughts for after.
Those conversations, I used racist language and made cruel, disrespectful comments, including about people I love, my sister Mia and her fiance Andre. What I said was wrong. The words were racist, and I take full responsibility for saying them. There is no excuse for that language or the pain it's caused. To the Black community, I'm sorry for using words that are hateful and demeaning. I understand the anger and disappointment those words carry. To Mia and Andre, I'm especially sorry. You didn't deserve that then, and you don't deserve the hurt now. Since coming home, being able to have a relationship with you both has meant so much, and it's heartbreaking that my own words have caused this pain and damaged that trust. I've apologized privately, and I understand forgiveness or reconciliation is not something I'm owed. I respect whatever boundaries you need and accept that healing happens on your timeline, not mine. I also want to be honest about where I stand today. Those words and attitudes don't reflect who I am or what I believe now. I reject them completely. I know saying that isn't enough, and that my actions over time have to demonstrate change. I can't go back and undo what I said. What I can do is acknowledge it fully, learn from it, and continue choosing to be better every single day. I'm not asking anyone to forget or to immediately forgive me. Trust is earned through consistent action, and I accept that some people may never see me differently. That is their right. I wanted to make this statement not because these calls became public, but because I should never have spoken those words in the first place. And Andre, I'm truly sorry. Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So yeah,
P.S. Let me go to your wedding.
Yep. If you've not watched Hattie's video, go watch it and like it, share it, make sure it gets out there. Okay. When exactly did Gypsy change her mind about all these thoughts and feelings she had about the Black community? What education did she have that altered her thought process and the way she speaks about other human beings? Because me personally, I'm not even going to sit here and like get on a rant about it, but it makes me want to get physical with somebody.
Also, what Gypsy Toe said, she also just apologized for saying racist words, not for being a racist.
If she had any idea, any fucking education or knowledge whatsoever, she would understand why that post is fucking laughable.
Can you imagine the backlash she got from the Black community? Not just like the people in general. I bet that's why she's like gone private on her IG. I bet like it was not pretty for her. And like, why would it be? Like, that apology is not acceptable. We reject it.
In a world where there is so much fucking hate and prejudice, as somebody who doesn't carry those beliefs and walk around like that and conduct myself that way, I find it so frustrating when I come across another white person out here behaving this way, talking this way, saying these things, because like Gypsy Toe always says, segregation was not that long ago. And what the Black community have had to go through and face over the generations is absolutely, it's heartbreaking. And I can understand why there's a lot of mistrust and a lot of resentment because of that. So when you are out here perpetuating that kind of hate and spreading that kind of hate and putting that out there into the universe, like that's still acceptable, like we will stand there and listen to that and take that, it makes me so fucking angry. And for Sheena, I'm sorry, I respected Sheena on one thing. She always says, I do not fuck around when it comes to a racist or children. Well, both those things that you claim to not fuck around with are true here. Children and racism. So please stand up. If you can't stand up for a woman being unalived in her bed while she sleeps, stand up for this. This is something you claim to hold to your heart.
Yep.
Where's the fucking...
Go ahead, baby. Go on, sorry.
No, I'm mad. I need to shut my bitch ass up for a minute.
No, you're right. Segregation wasn't wasn't that long ago. And it that's the first thing I thought of when I heard him say, I do not want to share a pool with that particular group of people.
Yes. Yeah.
It's giving 1950s deep rooted evil. I can't. It's just demonic to me.
I agree. You know what else too had crossed my mind is by posting that message onto her IG account, it probably drew attention to things that people in her IG world may not have been aware of. And that probably put more heat on her than she probably didn't need, but definitely deserved. Just saying.
Well, apparently Gypsy had apologized to people in her support group or her friend group that are people of color. And, they have every right to forgive her or to choose to support her or what. And that's fine. But for me personally, because a lot of, I know a lot of the community wouldn't agree with that. I'm going to stand on that side of things and support them and whatever they feel they need to do, whatever I will do my best to be the voice that they don't have, so.
I'm honestly still processing a lot of the stuff that they've said. But every time something sinks in and lands a little deeper, it makes me so angry. And then to think that they're just out here defending this, that's something that just will not process. I'm not even going to bring people's personal situations into it, but I really would have expected better. I'm going to take a minute on mute.
Jess, can Cooks come up, please?
Yeah, of course.
I just want to say, I think all this is it's so degrading, disgusting, and it angers me down to my core.
I think Gypsy Toe's only got a minute, so hey, babe.
Hey, I just wanted to say, because it's relevant, I guess, but I was scrolling and I saw K-Mac's post earlier, and she was going off about, people keep letting Pancakes up on panel and she's a racist, sort of saying we're hypocrites because people are still friends with Pancakes. So we shouldn't be allowed to call out Gypsy and Ryan or something like that, which is stupid as hell. And then people in the comments,
Yeah.
whatever. I understand. I don't like what Pancakes did. She said a bad word, right? There's levels to this. Everyone trying to use Pancakes saying the N-word, which everyone has already called her out for, okay?
Right.
Oh, and K-Mac also said, like, oh, well, you know, Gypsy apologized, just like, whatever. Like, trying to make a comparison. It's completely different. It's
Completely.
completely different, okay?
Yep.
The context is completely different. They weren't just saying words, like Coco was saying. They were bringing up things that happen in real life. Like there were segregated swimming pools, and people still won't get in a pool if they see black people. If they're like, that's an actual thing. That's an action. He was talking about the black kids out of school and how their kids are going to go to, you know, not the ghetto school full of all the N-words. That's completely different. So I know it's hard for people to understand because they're not educated in racism at all. So they think, oh, well, Pancake said the N-word and so did Gypsy and so did Ryan. So it's all equal. It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
It's
And let me
not.
tell you something. As somebody that dealt with severe racism growing up, okay, I'm going to tell you, Pancakes is not racist. Trust and believe that. That girl said something in anger. It was wrong. She deeply apologized. Move on. What Gypsy and Ryan did was beyond despicable. Beyond. And anybody that's going to support that community over there with being okay with it, I'm a little disturbed by that, Coco, what you said, because they're so quick to run over here and hand us our ass when they feel the need to, but they're going to stay mad quiet about Gypsy. That shit's not right. You can't have one standard for everybody and a different one for that little B. Period. They just can't. So I don't want to hear Sheena or Bree or any of them ever come over here looking for outrage about anybody. We will handle our own community. If they want to handle Gypsy, fine, handle that piece of shit. Keep it over there is all I have to say about it, because I don't want to see that girl on their panels. I don't know. I'm just very
Agreed.
triggered by all of this, and I'm very triggered listening to a lot of people that are not of color talking about racism, because many of you have not been on the receiving end of that shit. What I heard from Gypsy was not something that she's over with. Trust me, that girl was racist before prison. She was racist in prison, and she's still fucking racist. I don't care what any of her cult says.
I agree. And in those calls, Gypsy's on about a house she wants to move to. Ryan is using he, as Gypsy Toe said, he's like, oh, that's an N school, that's an N area. He is saying to her, like, that's not a good area to move to because of that. And he knows that's going to sway Gypsy. So he tells her, like, you are racist. He says that to her outright on a phone call. Ryan Anderson, who won't share a public swimming pool with a black person, is telling Gypsy Rose she is racist. She is just like her daddy, Ku Klux Klan, and all about burning a cross. You ain't going to tell me that with absolutely no fucking educating herself, she's had an epiphany and suddenly feels differently.
And she outed her father. Look what
Yep.
she did there. Now Andre has to know that the father of his future bride hates him. Hates him.
Exactly. And Cooks, you know, when I imagine when he met Mia, he probably had that thought in his head, because I know, you know, like, are her family racist? Are they gonna...
All black people have that thought
Exactly.
when they associate with white people.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing to be aware. Let's just say they're aware that it could be.
But
You know
when
what I
you
mean?
educate yourself as to why, I fucking understand. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't used to. It took going and educating myself. I did not understand. And now I do.
Yeah.
And I get it. And not because I've experienced it, because I've gone and educated myself on this topic.
Because you listened.
Yeah.
You listened.
Exactly.
That's the main thing. Just listen. Sometimes, I know that a lot of people think that they're well-meaning, but sometimes just listen. You don't have to give your opinion of something. You know what I mean? And as far as Sheena, I already heard Sheena's take on all this. Her take is she has changed. We spoke privately, and that's that. That's all people need to know. Fine. Then you get to shut the hell up when it comes to anybody else and their missteps. You don't get to talk about them if you're going to be quiet about that gremlin that you defended for 3 frigging years. And it doesn't matter what Gypsy would say or do, they will defend her. They don't care that she's racist. They don't care. Period.
You're apt, lady, and that's why I try to say, when I speak out against it, I try to be very careful because I don't want to make such a serious situation like racism like oh, I'm just gonna like stand up and make a big spectacle of myself and say what's wrong and all that stuff. But some people, like Keish, she goes, I've dealt with a lot worse, and people saying stuff to my face, and because somebody tried to insinuate I was being racist to Keish, and it wasn't at all. And I asked her, I said, do you feel like that I was like that too? She goes, absolutely not. She said, I've had a lot worse, more degrading things happen to me to my face. And I said, okay, because if it came off that way, I'm still going to apologize. Because it's not something you take lightly. So when he says that he's not sharing a pool, it really just takes you back in time, right? It puts you in the time machine. And it takes you back to that point where, black people were killed for being in a pool or drinking out of a fountain. I never had anybody in my family hung from a tree or, beaten because of their skin color. Never. And
let me say something about Pam. My mother comes from a Puerto Rican family that is on the dark side. Okay. My mother is extremely white, blonde haired, white, blue eyed. My mother went through a lot of racism from her community because she didn't look like them. So to watch, what the hell is her name? Kai Su. To watch Kai Su put Pam's picture up there and keep going at her about her appearance, it fucking triggers the shit out of me. Like, why is Kai Su so fucking invested in what Pam looks like?
Right. What Pam is doing is triggering to other people because instead of apologizing and eating that shit up, listen to me because I'm still talking, Cooks. I'm still talking. Pam Cakes said a bad word. She shouldn't have done it. There's no excuse. She waffled an apology, and instead of staying sorry when you apologize, people don't have to accept it, and people can stay mad. That's why you have to watch your words. And for her to use her race to defend a word that even full black people don't use is why people are irritated, because I'm half black. I don't use that word. No one uses a hard R, number one.
Same.
If she were to walk around saying the hard R, or even the one with an A, looking like the way she does, she's gonna get hurt. You have to at least be passable. It's not just about what percentage you are. If people question you, like your race, it also depends on how people view you. And she said she was black, and then she said she was biracial, and now she's saying she's triracial, that her dad is part black. And she has been progressively darkening, like, her race does not matter in this. She shouldn't say the word no matter what she is. And that's why people are getting irritated, because she keeps, instead of staying sorry, she keeps trying to fight people.
I agree
and
with
she's
that.
digitally it is like a form of digital blackface. I'm not saying that she's a racist. The way she's handling this is becoming more of a problem than even saying the word. because people could have moved past it.
Cooks. Hey everybody, sorry.
Hey, Keish.
Yeah.
Cooks, do you
Yeah.
remember 2 years ago when I called Cajun Navy Jen racist?
No. Can
Yeah,
you
because you were
refresh
the
me?
only one that stuck up for me. Remember
Yeah.
I was
I don't
yeah.
remember. So much shit has happened, Keith.
Okay, let me refresh your memory. I was in that protest group for Nick. Remember, we were gonna go do the protest at the Supreme Court Hall in Missouri, and I left the group because I felt like Cajun Navy Jen was treating me a certain way, and I said on my live stream,
Oh,
I'm like, I feel like she's kind of racist, and everybody yelled at me about it besides you. You were the only one that got on my panel and said, hey, if this is how she feels, then you can't take that away from her. As a mixed woman, you know, we're right to the way we feel. We, you know, like, that's just, like, that's what you were mainly saying is, like, I have the right to the way I feel. Like, if I feel like she was coming off racist, then it's my right to feel that way. Do you remember? Oh, where'd she go?
Her internet must have kicked her down, or she slipped out. Maybe she was tapping.
Cooks, come back.
Exactly, Keishan. And that was like a recent eye opener for me because
She's back.
especially if they don't, if it's not really that rate, if I, a white woman, like says like, oh well, that's not that racist, but if a woman of color is saying, hey, that's how I feel, I have to take that into consideration, and that's one of the things I learned from Sal. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, Cooks was like, I wish she would remember because it was like, wow, I really bonded with her after that. Because I was like, thank you for like helping me get my point across.
Yeah.
I have a story. It's kind of interesting. So,
Yeah,
years ago, I first experienced a form of racism by proxy, I guess you could say. I would hang out with my Brazilian friends, and we would all speak Portuguese. I speak pretty fluent Portuguese, so I would find myself out with my girls. We'd be speaking Portuguese, and a lot of like people know like Portuguese, people from Brazil come in all colors, like even like who I'd call my Brazilian grandmother. My Brazilian mother, she was white with red hair like me. So like we'd be speaking Portuguese, and I would experience people being prejudiced to the group I was in. So I kind of know what it feels like, but not to the extent because that's their everyday life. But what it kind of feels like, the way that people talk to you and look at you, or like how you don't get the same service like
But
I
wait,
would as like a Caucasian woman, because I could see it from their eyes because I was living it with them. So
Yeah.
it's like I kind of get it, but like I still don't get it because I'm a Caucasian woman.
Th-
So
that's
when
the
people say
point,
you
yeah.
don't know unless you live it, but I kind of lived it, but I never really lived it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like you get a tiny tip, you get a little insight through the curtain of what people may experience. But I think that's, that's what Cooks is saying. It's frustrating hearing like so many other people speak up against it when, as much as I can educate myself and go and learn what happened, I'm never going to fully understand it. So I get what Cooks was saying as well there.
Yeah.
Are you back with us, Cooks? Is everything okay?
Yeah, I lost my connection and then my doorbell, and there's always people in and out of this house. I need a vacation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What the hell were we talking about?
Do you remember? You don't remember sticking up for me back then? It was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. Who was it with?
It was on my panel, and I was going after Cajun Navy Jen, saying that she made me feel like she was racist against me.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason I have her blocked. So I'm sure that was it. Yeah, but how do you feel about this whole Pam thing, Keish?
Oh, the Pam thing? Look, I think the girls have brought up really valid points.
Yes.
I think that Pam recently showed a video of her panning to her uncle, and you could clearly tell the difference. Like,
Yeah.
I think that kind of proved Kai's and Gypsy Toe's point a little bit better to say, like, there is a really big difference in the skin complexion. And I don't approve anybody saying the N-word. Like, there was a time when I was driving in a car with my friends, and my friend threw a napkin out the window. This guy and his friends threw a pop back at us, pulled up in front of us, got out of his car, started calling us the N-words, and telling us that he's going to call the cops to beat our asses. So, like, yeah, that word is pretty fucking triggering for me. Like, I don't like anybody saying that word. Even if you are a person of color, I don't think it's acceptable if you're saying it out of hatred. Even if you're saying it casually, like, even with this, I don't even listen to rap songs that just blare that word. I hate it. Like, and I still
No, I agree.
to this day. Like, I was at the playground and there was a kid saying the N-word to a Chinese kid, and you know what happened?
God.
The Chinese kid and his friends all whooped his ass. So I see it, you know what I mean? Like, it's still very
Like you see it.
present in
Yeah.
our culture. I think Donald Trump has brought a lot of division. I think he has almost celebrated racism in this country. I think that the Confederate flag is being glorified more these days than ever. But that's just my point of view.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm
did
not happy with it either. I mean, I hate hearing the word. I don't like it when Key says it. It freaking makes me cringe. And a lot of it is because how I grew up and where I grew up. I grew up in a prominent white neighborhood, and when I tell you, in my high school we had race riots, and it was at least twice a month there was a race riot all through high school. That was so triggering to me, and it's a horrible thing every time I hear that word, and every time I see somebody in our community fighting over it, when in my opinion they've never really dealt with it. Do I think Pam feels bad about it? Yes. I think Pam feels very bad about saying it. I think she was extremely angry and did something very wrong. I think she's very sorry, and I don't think any amount of apology will satisfy everyone.
No, and I hope she never says it again,
Yeah.
because she did
Right.
say, I listened to a clip recently of her saying, I'll say it whenever I want to say it, and
Yeah.
proceed to say, and.
Yeah. Not good.
So yeah,
But
everybody has the right to be upset, especially, if that's a strong, if you feel strongly about something, like as far as racism, you're not gonna, being quiet is the last thing you should do.
yeah. I'm glad we're all talking about it and not fighting, though. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I just don't.
absolutely.
I hate to see this community fight. And K-Mac's an asshole. I don't care what K-Mac has to say about anything. I don't care what that pick me has
She
to say
hasn't been
about
around. She's
anything.
been MIA.
Thank God. There are small favors in this world, and that's one of them. She needs to stay the hell away. She's annoying. But to me, she's just in it for the drama. She doesn't care about anything.
Did
But
you guys
you
hear Casey and Morbid defending Ryan and saying we're all over analysing these calls and we're making it bigger than it should be?
Ryan
Casey
needs
feels
to
bad
go
for him.
away. Ryan is a freaking child and and a racist. He needs to just go away. Ryan is disgusting on so
Yeah.
many levels that he just needs to go away. And Gypsy needs to go away with him. It's
I just
done.
listened to a phone call where he's talking sex talk in front of his nephew.
What?
And nephew
What?
is
I have not heard that
responding.
one. That
Oh
sounds
And
dear
incredibly
God.
the
disgusting.
nephew was responding. Like, what's that noise?
Oh my god, no.
Oh
Mhm.
dear
Oh,
God.
what the fuck? I can't.
But
That
yeah,
kid
they
is like
feel
16 now,
bad
right?
for him over there. They feel
It's
bad.
getting worse and worse.
Mm. No, that was his kink. Is talking sex, doing sex stuff in front of kids.
That's so nasty.
Is it
That's
true
so
he did it in
vile.
the classroom?
Yes,
Yes.
Jesus Christ, he should be in jail.
he should be in
He
It gets
jail.
should.
And
worse and
Morbid says
worse.
we're blowing this up and we're minimizing PDFs by calling Ryan this. He says that we're like looking for this. I'm sorry, nobody wants to be hearing that children have been exposed to this shit.
Who said that?
Morbid.
Morbid.
Oh, who
Did you play
listens
it
to that
already, Jess? Did
moron?
I miss it?
It's
Did you
on
play it?
Boston's. Yeah, it's on. I'll go back because we're only like 7 minutes in. I just kept pausing.
Oh, sorry. I need a nap bad.
Okay.
I thought you went to take a nap.
I
Didn't you
did.
go to take a nap?
I did.
I took a small nap too.
All right, we're gonna re-listen to what Morbid and Casey had to say about
Yeah.
this stuff with Ryan.
Okay, I
I'm gonna
haven't had
play
a
it.
nap yet.
Napolis, yeah. Right, I'm hitting play.
Quiche, mute yourself so we don't hear you snoring because you know you're
I'm
going to fall
awake
asleep
now.
again.
Thank you. I don't know. I woke up at 5 in the morning. I should have known better.
Yeah, I hear that. I went to bed at 5:30.
Damn, girl, partying, making those
No,
markers.
I wish. I wish I was partying. You know what happened? My doctor prescribed trazodone, and that
Ooh.
shit was like an amphetamine for me. I was up all night.
Really?
I was like this. So I Googled it. Turns out with some people who are neurodivergent, it hits them different. Like it'll hit you like,
Yes, it's like
yeah,
caffeine. You take a
yeah,
you drink a Red Bull, and you can go to sleep,
yeah.
right?
Right, you
Yes.
put
Oh, girl.
all 256 markers, didn't you?
No, I haven't put them away yet. I'm still cleaning up my craft table, but I was just looking at it. So it was real creepy you said that. I was just looking at that stupid thing. Yeah. But yeah. Go ahead, play. Are you going to play something, Jess?
Yeah, I'll hit play now.
Okay,
So,
I'll mute.
this is Morbid's live last night. If you want to go listen yourself, it's on Boston's and starts around 15 minutes in.
Morbid did that, okay, guys? So he's not a horrible guy like everybody thinks.
Don't blow his cover. Don't blow it.
No, I think
I don't want to blow his cover.
those people know because I was on their side at one point, or at least friendly with them at one point. So they know.
Other than that, I've been laughing all week at. Well, I haven't been listening to the phone calls, but I heard people discussing the phone calls about Ryan, and I was laughing.
Oh, about Ryan Anderson?
Just one of them, but they're attacking him pretty bad. I don't like that though.
Yeah, like I get it. Like he said a lot of things that are weird. You know, like I don't understand like how well, but it's not like it's criminal. Like they're treating it like he's an actual pedophile. Okay. And then they'll be up in arms about that, which is crazy because here's the thing. Like, again, you can't, I always say this, you can't like minimize those serious crimes, you know, and they just put a blanket over it saying, oh, the guy's a pedophile because he said something on a phone call, you know, like, but they're making it to the extreme. What he said was weird and creepy, you know, like I don't understand why he would have that sort of conversation. But like the way that they're treating it and spinning it too, that's not even like they're wrong on that point of twisting it in that sort of sick way. And they always do that. And that's why I'm saying like Case has no like claim on this, but why is he talking about this when again, his wife actually married an actual real life, well-known chomo.
Someone want to say something?
Okay, let me say something here. By Morbid minimizing Ryan, it's his way of also minimizing Gypsy's part in it. Do you know what I mean?
Do they know have they, I want to know, have they heard the calls? Because if they heard the calls and they still are saying this, then they're just ignorant people.
See, I was about to say something like that. Like, Morbid says, or somebody in that call says something.
Well,
What do you want to call it? I mean, like, what do you want to call it? It's.
I mean, they spy on us like all day talking about it. Like Casey is watching every single live. Like, you know what I mean?
I know Casey probably definitely heard the calls, so she can't keep her nose on nothing.
Well, I mean, like, what are we supposed to call it? What are we supposed to call it, though? If they want us to call it something, what are we supposed to call it?
I'm
mean,
sorry,
there's
but
no
they heard-
other
they
words
heard it.
for it.
You can't tell me different.
Guys, can you just tap the live for me? We might be about to go down. We've all just lost our profile pictures. So if you don't mind tapping, just to make sure we don't get...
That's gonna be the excuse. We didn't hear it.
On for a while.
I think this has been going on for a minute.
That's what the excuse is. Oh, we haven't heard the tapes. They heard them. I guarantee they've heard them.
Yeah,
But that's gonna be their go-to excuse.
All right, Gypsy Toe. I'll keep playing because they do say a couple more things. He just can't help but mention Case for a minute, I guess.
And he actually, backed that up. He was like, he defended that. And so does his wife in Facebook posts and comment sections. She's been defending his actions. When the guy, Kim Fowley, admitted to raping boys and girls 12 years and up to 16. So
Yeah. No, you're
they're
right.
not
Because
up in arms about that.
I feel like
I said it earlier, but I'm just going to say it again, then I'm going to keep playing. But Morbid says we can't minimize actual PDFs because that's harmful. But then Morbid accused Case of molesting his own son. Okay, we'll keep going.
Becca's doing the same thing. Like she had a whole 40-minute video about the racist comments, but what? Like it just didn't. I was like, you're racist too. What the fuck? Like I didn't understand. It just didn't sit right.
And I do think like I heard a couple of those clips of Ryan, the racist comments, and I guess the way he does say it, it's pretty casual. It's not like I could see some jokiness to it, but not really because it comes out so easily. If that makes sense, like in a flow of a conversation, like it shouldn't come out like that. Like if it's a joke,
See, here we know Morbid's listened to the calls because on that live of Becca's, that 50-minute video she did, she shows the racist clips, but she also shows the clip of Ryan telling the story about what he did with his partner's child in the room whilst he was holding his partner's child. And, he's speaking out against racism and he's condemning that and he's saying that's weird, but then he's like minimizing the other side of it. So again, I don't think for 1 second if Morbid had heard that a teacher in his child's school was doing this kind of stuff, would he think it was over-exaggerating then? Because I don't think he would. I know for a fact that every single person in this community would be raising hell at that school and making sure that teacher was prosecuted because this is PDF behavior.
Absolutely. I'm shocked none of the parents have come out yet.
I think it's just a matter of time, Cooks.
You think so? I hope so. I really hope he's held accountable. And
Remember
Morbid,
when-
like I said, Morbid is all about defending Gypsy right now and Ken. So he's going to minimize as much as he can.
Remember when Ryan said on the call that he was watching his students leaving the classroom and one of them was bouncy and he was so happy because she bounces just like you do, Gypsy, and I think it's so cute watching that little girl bounce. Yep. They said, watch that little girl bounce as she walks, reminds her of Gypsy.
That's disgusting.
Yep.
Oh,
Disgusting. So we've
oh
got
my
his
God.
his ex-girlfriend's child. We've got a classroom potentially full of students in a school for children with special needs, and his nephew. And you're going to tell me that this man is not a PDF? How can any of you, as humans, never mind as parents, defend this man? And Gypsy, how could you marry him? How could you marry this man knowing that he whacks off in a classroom of kids? Knowing that he got sucked off? I can't say it without being completely lewd because it's just disgusting. I've got questions for all those people, but I wouldn't want to ask them because you're not the kind of people I want to associate with. Our morals are clearly very different.
Keish, Prison Princess said, ask Keish about what a parent said about Ryan.
Said that they were gonna kick his ass.
Oh, shh. They're getting down home justice on that guy. Oh,
That's what they said. They
yup.
seen him at the apartment building and they took video of him walking the dog. So they know.
Oh, that's
The
going to
thing
be
is, though,
delicious.
imagine having to find this out through the internet, through like
Yeah,
this kind of
yeah.
scenario, that your child's ex-teacher is this way, did these things
Oh my God. I don't know. As a parent and a grandparent, I don't know how I would react to that. I know it wouldn't,
violently.
I know I'm probably going to I would probably get arrested. You know what I mean? Spend the night. It'd be worth it. Spend the night, you know?
So it's
But
not enough to go ruining children's bedtimes for the rest of their life and taking the innocence out of that. You're going to take smutty, dirty, gross behaviour into a school. And
yeah.
you know, the
So
children may never know anything, but the parents, once they find this out, are going to have questioned their entire child's school time whilst that man was working there. And what else may have gone off if this went under the radars? What else were their children exposed to? This would send my mind crazy with questions.
do you remember the argument that Gypsy and Ryan had over the thing he told her with the ex and reading the kid the book while the ex did that, right? You guys remember that argument?
Yeah.
I found out that they made up within 24 hours. And I think Gypsy's outrage was more just to hear Ryan beg her not to leave. Don't leave me. Don't. You understand what I'm trying to get across here? I don't
Well,
think she gave a shit what he did with that kid. I think she just wanted to make him sweat.
I
And
think it was outrage, so he knew she had something over him, you know?
yeah, yeah. It
Like,
just felt
yeah,
very performative on her part. Um,
yeah,
especially after everything else we've heard, you know?
I agree, Tracy. I don't say that kind of thing lightly either.
Yeah.
You've come back with an echo, Quiche.
I don't want to
Everybody's, yeah.
overthink it, but like when he did that in the classroom, like where did it like go? Did he like put it in the trash? Did he wash his hands? Did he just keep
Wait a
teaching?
minute.
I mean, like beyond
I,
like how gross it was that it was done in the classroom, there are like other things like the germs and like, ugh, he's so gross.
Hold on a
yeah.
minute. I thought he was just talking dirty. Are you telling me that that man finished in a classroom full of kids?
Yes,
It's
Cox,
good.
on himself.
Ay, madre purísima. That man needs to be in jail.
He
I'm
came in his
sorry.
pants, he said.
Oh my God.
I know, it's so bad.
Oh,
So
I'm
bad.
gonna cry.
I know, Cox, it's
Fuck.
It's
horrible.
horrible.
It's
Oh
fucking
my
But that's
horrible.
not
God.
a pedophile. Nah.
That's a fucking pedophile.
That is.
Yeah, that's a fucking pedophile. That man needs to be in jail. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How that man had the nerve to show his face back here is beyond me.
And how anyone can defend it. Like, everybody
Not
should be
surprised.
condemning this. Everybody.
Everybody. Everybody. Anybody defending it just wishes they were in Gypsy's shoes, that they were with him. That's how I see it at this point.
Gypsy knew this though. She knew this. She was on the
Yep.
phone. She said, and this is gross to me, but as outraged, you're right, Cooks, because she acts outraged about him finishing in front of this child, but then she makes him finish in a classroom. And she
Yeah.
said she was playing it up. She was being extra vocal.
Jess,
Get him
Jay wants to
going.
know if you can play that tape because he's never heard it. He asked if you can play it.
Yeah, I'll play it, but I'm gonna give a huge trigger warning. 'Cause it
Trigger
is-
warning, please. Everybody, trigger warning. If you get upset
Trigger
by
warning.
this, lower your volume. Go ahead, sweetheart. Play it. I'm going to mute, but I am going to fucking listen because I do want to stay angry.
And
Let's tap, please.
I'm just
so we can
gonna. It's hard to
survive
tap
that.
on this layout, so if you can't, don't worry. If we go down, we go down. I'm sure someone will take over. But if you have got headphones and like people around you, I'd put your headphones in now.
I've got 20 seconds to show you
Sorry,
this
I'm
amazing
still
homemade
cheap.
house. You ready?
Advert.
Let's.
Jess, is your live set up to 18 and plus?
No. All right.
I know, because I couldn't do it.
I guess the girl in that funny movie.
I know you played it up for me, and I appreciated it. I appreciated it because, like, I couldn't say nothing. I was at work, baby. I wanted to contribute more, but I couldn't. I was like, I can't say shit. So I was like, I can't say shit.
How do you feel that the shoes on the other foot? You're just like,
Oh, whatever. You can't talk about it. Like, but I was like, I can't say nothing. And I put the phone up to me going, when I was coming, just so you knew that I found satisfaction. Because I legit did, but I was like, I just got to come quietly. I still was like, you bad. You still naughty.
you knew I was going with it.
I did like that. I forgot about that. You sure did do that for me last week.
Okay. That is on Evil Ghost. So it's at Evil Ghosted on YouTube. He does a live about it, but he also posts the clip. If you are able to, I think that needs sharing far and wide. And if you know how to contact the school board, then you should. He says he's at work. He admits he can't speak. He has to be quiet. If he wasn't in a classroom full of kids, why would that be? She knows. She fucking knows. And she's enjoying the fact that she's winding him up and he can't respond. He's clearly not in a bathroom stall in private. It makes me fucking ill.
Yeah. Yeah. It's beyond
Right,
sick.
right there. I mean, you can't dispute that. That is like the most disgusting thing I've ever heard, really. Like among the most disgusting.
So
And that's.
I have a question. She was okay with that happening, but when he told her about his experience with his, which is also equally as disgusting and vile and abhorrent, she wasn't okay with that, but she was okay with him doing that in a classroom. What? Like
That's why I said it was performative. That little outrage she had was just to hear him, baby, don't leave me, baby. Ugh, fuck. Hate these
I'm
people.
sorry, but for anybody who says that Gypsy isn't to blame or they're not putting blame towards her or not calling her out publicly, you are part of the freaking problem here. You are. That woman knew he was at work. That woman knew what he was doing. She egged him on to do it. She is just as much to blame as Ryan is. And they need to be called out publicly. They need to be put on the spotlight and everybody around them needs to be made aware. She is just as guilty. She knew he was at work. She knows that he goes to work at 7 o'clock in the morning and doesn't get off until about 4:30 in the afternoon. It could have fucking waited. She is just as much to blame for any of those children who saw what he was doing and are scarred by that. Kids don't come and speak out a lot, and when they do, they need to be heard. So for anybody to stick up for Gypsy at this point, just don't talk to me, block me. I don't care anymore because it's disgusting. It really is.
I'm blocking all pros at this point. I can't fuck with them. You can be like, oh, I like them. Nah, sorry.
So, firstly, I have to be quick because I'm here next to my son. So, for one, why would he be accepting phone calls from someone in prison while he's in a classroom full of kids with special needs? It doesn't even matter if they have special needs. Kids in general, I wouldn't be accepting a phone call from a prisoner, for one. Secondly, he should have had a bit more self-control, knowing his environment of being around children. It's absolutely disgusting. And yeah, whether he's with that job or not, the school needs to be informed and an investigation needs to be made, because he is a PDF file in my eyes, and that is absolutely outrageous and disgusting.
But vocally as well, because I think the sad reality is because he no longer teaches at that school, that would be the response that the school would initially give, because they are not going to want any public scrutiny for their school. So, they're probably just going to send out the response that he no longer works here. This has been taken very seriously and a full investigation. All of that. I think people need to be loud about this.
I understand that, but I'd still want an investigation to be done, because what if a child witnessed what he was doing?
It's so sad though. Imagine how many children, like Amy, how many kids might need to be spoken to. His nephew definitely, he's asking, someone's just said that he's asking Ryan what those fucking noises are, because he's doing it in front of his nephew.
Do I have an echo?
No.
You want me to play that call?
Yes,
Tammy
please.
says he's been legally reported.
Oh, he has?
After all these calls coming out and him still going live and people still gifting him, you should all be ashamed of yourselves.
That's what pissed me off, was watching all those women gifting him. Unbelievable. Are you going to play it, Keish?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up. Give me a second.
All right, we'll all go on mute. I think if you can.
I got it.
Yeah.
Cammy says the investigation is on her
I
page.
swear
if
to
you wanna
God, you
check it out.
guys, they are talking like this in front of his little nephew. And there's other things that I thought he meant like.
Oh, shit. Hold on, my internet sucks right now.
Whilst it's sorting itself out, in the States, is there an order that can be taken out that prevents somebody being around children, not just teaching, but prevents them being around kids at all? Or is that not something you can do? Okay. You can. That's good. It's hard though, Jay. It's hard to imagine that somebody genuinely did do it, but when you hear his other calls and how fucking gross he is and the things he's into, it makes me sick to say I do believe it.
The Petrie family. You know what? I swear to God, you guys, they are talking like this in front of his little nephew. And there's other things that I thought he meant like Noah was in the house. No, he's in the freaking same room. If they don't check these people's computers, who does that? Who tries to do that to their cousin? I wonder why the Petrie family hates them. I swear to God. I swear to God, I knew it. Oh, I 1000% agree with that. I can't. Whatever. I'm gonna like. I'm scared to play the rest. I swear to God, I am.
Noah said he won't say a word.
That's freaking nasty.
Damn it.
Oh, it hurt him.
What do you think? You're like, this motherfucker. No, you didn't.
No, you did not.
He was about to get mad. Ooh.
I don't believe him.
Like, he don't know what that is anyway, so.
I bet you he does. He calls Brooklyn a lesbian now.
I also want to say Noah says things in these calls. Like, what does that mean? What does wow, 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 like these weird noises? He's like, what's bow, wow, wow, wow mean? Noah is not dumb. Noah does hear things. If you heard him, Noah was leaving the room. He is lying. Same. He's such a disgusting human.
Well, that age probably just knows that, like, oh, she doesn't like boys, she likes girls, but not like all the other parts of it.
Yeah, I know. He's still
the thing is,
a
Noah
kid.
was upset he lost his little hairband deal that he wore around his wrist from his girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah, he put it on my counter in my room next to where he sleeps on my chair, and it's gone. And he tried to blame me to throw it away. I was like, I wouldn't throw that away. And he misplaced
from a correctional facility
and may be monitored and recorded. I looked up this girl, baby. Noah, she's kind of cute. Noah's all about her, though.
I swear to God.
oh, good. I can't think of anyone other than Brooklyn.
Yeah, well, Brooklyn is butchy looking now that I think about it. Brooklyn probably is a lesbian.
Oh my God.
But this girl's named Christina, and she's taller. No, get this, baby. Noah really wants to hit puberty, and he told me he had hair on his balls last night.
Does he?
I don't believe him. I think he's lying.
Is this normal? I'm just asking you guys. I want to know if this is normal. I have never heard somebody talk about their nephew or their child. Like, I don't know. I know I sure as shit didn't talk about my boys. And I didn't. Noah.
That's up.
Well, my husband just said what they both committed is an E-level felony, and both he and Gypsy could be held legally charged for this and could end up in a registry where they can't be around kids.
And he should be.
Yeah, she needs to go to jail with him because what she did and what she knowingly did in front of children is a crime. She can't say, "Oh, I didn't know he was in the classroom." She fucking knew. It's a crime. And while she was in prison, while she was in custody, she did this. This girl went private for a reason. She's in trouble.
I agree. And yeah, you're right. She can't say she didn't know because she's laughing it up and saying how, like, normally, because obviously she used to have to make her calls in, like, communal areas, right? So when Ryan's doing all that on the phone to her, she couldn't respond too much. She's taking pleasure from the fact that Ryan's at work and therefore cannot respond because he's in a classroom full of kids. And she's being vocal. She's playing it up in her own words. She mimics how loud she was being. That's disgusting. And someone's saying that the call's out there where this actually took place and Ryan's telling the kids to put their headphones on.
Yeah, that's a felony. Yeah.
Well, not only that, they were together or talking for how long at this point? Like, you can't tell me she didn't know his work schedule. She been the same for how many years? Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Because Frank just messaged. I just went down and asked him. He messaged his friend, his bestie, that's a lawyer, and he said that's an E felony, and the fact that she was in prison makes it even worse. And the fact that they knowingly did that in front of children, that the parents have a case. There is evidence. The call is evidence.
Yeah, I agree.
Unreal.
I agree.
So if anybody can get a hold of those parents, they do have a case, and they can actually even sue the school and civilly sue Ryan if they, but he's got nothing. I would sue the school board for hiring him to begin with, you know.
I mean,
Yeah.
The school knew he was dating Gypsy. The school knew. They had a problem already with another coworker that she had Brian harass that woman. Remember? Oh, I'm like sick.
I hope they do go to prison. I think Cammy's put something on her story where somebody has reported this. So everyone go check that out. Honestly, I think I'm going to end because I don't really know where to go from here.
Yeah.
But I hope
Well,
everything's okay. Go cuddle your babies and your grandbabies because there really are horrible fucking people out there.
there are. Sorry
Love
you
you,
felt sad, sweetie.
love you,
Bye,
Jess.
guys.
Thank you for coming on, Jess.
Thank you,
No,
Jess,
bye.
for this. Thank you for all the
Bye-bye.
guests.
Thank you, everyone.